And welcome to Hyperdog Digital. We're going to take a look at this phone that I got today. As you can see, this is by Hafury, H-A-F-U-R-Y, and this is the UMAX. So let's go ahead and take a look at this guy real quick. Let's just get him out of the box. So here is the phone itself, right out of the bat, and get it out of here. Nice big phone. 6-inch, and if you can see, there's a lot of the specs right here on the front. Android 7.0, great. 1.3 gigahertz quad core, front 5 megapixel and rear 13 megapixel, 4500 milliamp battery, which is just outstanding. 16 gig ROM and 2 gig RAM. A little bit lower specs than some of the newer stuff coming out, but not too bad. 802.11 BGN for Wi-Fi. Kind of wish that would be AC instead, but you know, it is what it is. Bluetooth 4.0, not bad. Now this is only a 2G, 3G phone. Does not go up to 4G LTE or anything like that. So keep that in mind if you're looking at one of these. 10 points touch, 6-inch IPS high definition, and it does have dual SIM cards. It does also, not listed on here, it does also have a micro SD card slot, and it does have a removable battery. Now also with this, you can see it comes with a case. Not a fantastic case, but case nonetheless. That's pretty neat. Not many manufacturers will do that. So I do like that. It also does have it looks like a screen protector already. Yep, there's a screen protector right there already installed. Even better than that, if you get past some of the instruction manuals here, there is a second one right here. So if you wanted to put a different one on, and actually this one looks like this is tempered glass. The one on there may just be your standard, dry application kind of screen protector. So let's see what else is in here. Oh, you got a little holder on the back, or stand. I'm sure many of you have seen those before. Charging cable and wall charger. And that appears to be it. No headphones or adapters or anything else like that. Interesting that that was included. Let's go ahead and power this on. You can tell here. We'll just, while this is powering up, we'll take a look at the phone itself. Might actually end up powering it off in the process, but that's okay. It does have the capacitive buttons down at the bottom. They're not on-screen buttons, and it is in the common, what I like to call the Samsung layout, where the last apps and the back buttons are swapped from the stock Android look. On the back you have a single camera, and just your flash back here. You have your headphone jack on top, and a mini SD connection for charging on the top there. You have your volume rocker and your power button right here, and on the bottom you have dual speakers. Let's actually go ahead and power this guy off for a minute. Because I want to look at the case on here. So I did mention this. This does have a removable battery and an SD card slot. If you look on the corner here, there's a slight notch. You probably aren't going to be able to see that too well on the camera, but if you can, great. There's a slight notch, which is supposed to allow you to pop this off a little bit here. And there you go. So here you have the 4500 milliamp battery, which really I just think is awesome. You have your dual SIM card slots here, and where your SD card would go right there. There is no fingerprint reader on here, so you won't have that. And I'll have to look through a little bit more of the specs on it to see if there's anything else on here. But that looks to be about the bulk of this phone. I do. This day and age, you probably don't need a removable battery anymore. But I'm an old-fashioned guy, and I still like having that removable battery if I can. I'm not really willing to sacrifice the waterproof feature for that, but if it can be done, then I'd love to have the removable battery. And of course, I absolutely love having the SD card. I know everybody talks about, well, there's the cloud now, and everything can go up to the cloud. I don't get the huge data plans, so I like to have everything as much on my phone as I can. I don't like to use the huge data, so having the SD card option for me is a plus. That's certainly not the same for everybody, but for me, it's something I look for. So here we go. This is the Hafury UMAX, and we've already done the unboxing of it and took a look at some of the physical attributes here. The software on it is Android Nougat 7.0, not 7.12 or anything like that. It is just straight 7.0. I did try and do updates, and that's all we got on here so far. So hopefully it will continue to update and get us on a newer version. But it is more or less just straight Android. There doesn't really seem to be any bloatware on here or anything like that. I mean, just looking at what's on here, there's not a whole lot. Does have an FM radio on here, which I think is pretty cool. It's got its own little wireless update service. Like I said, I tried that, and it says it's at the most current version. So for now, Android 7.0 is what you're running on this guy. I do like that it is stock Android. That is my favorite way to run. But that is up to you on what you like, of course. Camera is pretty basic. Does have a lot of different options. Oops, not what I wanted to do. A lot of different options that you can go through here, and pretty easy to get through all these different menu settings. And of course, there's some for the camera specifically. Anti-shake, which is nice, face detection, and for the video camera, of course, as well. So other than that, I mean, there's really not a whole lot else to the phone. We read off the specs, and this is really, with 2 gig of RAM, 16 gig ROM, 1.3 gigahertz processor. It's going to be a mid-tier type phone. It's certainly not a premium top-tier type phone that you're going to get from a Samsung S8 or something like that. But really, it's a decent phone. It works very well. It's very fast. I have you can see on there I got Dead Trigger 2 that I downloaded and played on there for a little bit, and I always end up playing a little longer than I plan on when I'm just testing it out. But it ran fine. I had no problems, no lags, nothing like that. Watched a couple of video clips, some clips of a movie. The dual speakers are really nice. They sound good, and the picture is great. It really looks nice, and it's huge. So that, of course, is for me a plus. Not everybody likes having the big screen, the big phablet, but I don't mind it, and I like it. Maybe I'm getting old and I need the bigger screen for my eyes, but whatever the case may be, I do enjoy that. The other thing that I did want to mention on here that I thought was neat is that when you do have the selfie camera on here, you do have a Selfie Light. that you can turn on, which not all of them have. So there is that. That is kind of neat. Other than that, again, there's really not much else to the phone. It's nice. It's got a nice weight to it. It's not too heavy. I love that it comes with its own case and screen protector. Might be a little bit towards the fact that it's not a well-known brand, so you're probably not going to find cases or screen protectors, on Amazon or something like that for these. But nevertheless, that it comes with them, I think that's fantastic. It's just one more thing that puts it above some of the other mid-tier phones out there. What else here do we got? Performance is decent for for the specs that it has. I didn't have any problems running anything. I love that it's just straight Android stock 7.0. So if you like that, that's definitely a plus as well. Wish it had USB Type-C. I think we should all be going in that direction, but the micro is fine as well. That's about it, really. Removable battery, micro SD card that you can add in if you want more space, which you probably will since this is only 16 gig. But that's it. Again, just to kind of summarize, I really liked it. For a mid-tier phone, it's pretty good. Comes with its own case, screen protector, which is awesome. 4,500 milliamp battery, awesome. 6-inch screen, awesome. Not a big fan of the capacitive buttons, but not a big deal. Not something that I can't get past. That's about it. So if you're looking for a decent, mid-tier phone, I guess I should mention also that it is GSM only. It does not work on CDMA networks. So Verizon, Sprint, you guys are out. But other than that, if you're looking for a nice mid-tier phone and the network is going to work for you, this might not be a bad one for you to check out. It is only $119 when you're looking for it on maybe Amazon. So it's got a very attractive price for what you're getting. It comes in two colors: black, which is what you see here, and gold. So that's it. Again, this is the Hafury UMAX 6-inch screen on the phone. Thanks again for joining us here in Hybridog Digital. I hope this video has been useful, and we'll see you again next time.